Hey everybody, Tony here, and welcome to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews. For today's episode, I want to talk a little bit about the rhythm game-based genre. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know what type of genre this is, but those of you who don't really play video games much, allow me to explain. The rhythm game-based genre is basically like this. They started off in the arcades, and it was basically music games and stuff where you had to play the song with like a certain sort of like a guitar, drums, vocals, piano and stuff in order to get a high score and move on to the next song and stuff. Now back in the 90s for the home consoles, they weren't really well known. I mean, nowadays, like in the modern gaming, there's plenty of home console rhythm-based genre games, mainly range from Guitar Hero, Dance Dance Revolution, Karaoke Revolution, Hatsune Miku, Project Diva, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and more and more and more. But for today's episode, I'm going to talk about the game series that started my love for the rhythm-based genre. And it all started back in like in March of 1998 when we first got our PlayStation. There was a demo that I played of this game. It was the first demo I ever played. And now I will be covering 3 games here. Part 1 will cover Parappa The Rapper. Part 2 will cover the spin-off, Parmesan Miami. And Part 3 will cover the sequel to Parappa The Rapper, Parappa The Rapper 2. Now we have a lot to talk about here. So let's get started with talking about the first game, Parappa The Rapper, which was released in North America, November 17th, 1997. Now, when I first heard of Parappa The Rapper on the PlayStation demo disc I got with my system, I did not know anything about it, and I didn't expect the game to be like this, because I never heard of a such game where it was a music-based game and stuff. We had to press the buttons at the right time and such. And I thought that it was going to be a 3D platformer or a 2D side-scroller or something like that. And so when I found out there was going to be like a music rhythm-based game, I was like, whoa, this is really cool. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. And I was actually expecting the demo to be great, and it was, and it gave me high hopes to get the game and stuff. And in the end, the game delivers really well, but there are some problems here and there and stuff that I need to talk about, but we'll get to that later on. But now let's start off here with the story here, and the story here talks about Parappa the Rapper, the dog character with the red hat, and how the story goes on how he wants to impress his love interest, Sunny Funny, the sunflower character in the game, and it shows him doing multiple tasks to try and impress her, like getting his license, trying to be a tough hero and stuff, making a birthday cake for her birthday and stuff, and more and more and more. It is a ridiculous plot, and the plot doesn't make much sense half the time, but then again, it's a hokey rhythm-based game and stuff like that, and it's got a hokey storyline, so of course it's not meant to be taken seriously at all, so I give it points for that, I give it props for that. Now for the presentation here, the presentation is fantastic, still holds up to this day. The paper-thin character models and backgrounds do really well for the game and stuff like that, and like it fits the game well. I mean, it's a funny hokey game with some funny hokey looking graphics and stuff like that, and it works really well. The sound though is also really good. Like you got the rap tunes and stuff, which are good, and I will admit I'm not a big fan of rap music and stuff, but this music here is 10 times better than the shit they play on the radio these days and stuff like that. The mainstream rap crap that talks about like partying and fucking people and wanting sex and just like hanging with homies, stuff like that. It's just, that stuff is just there, but this rap music is actually good, and it's actually good rap music, and there's a big variety of rap music too. The voice acting is also really good, and like it fits the characters really well. I mean, like the voice acting is not meant to be taken seriously at all. It's not gonna really be like solid A+ writing, stuff like that. But for a hokey rhythm-based game, it works really well. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about the sound. Now let's get into the gameplay. Like most rhythm-based games, your goal is to hit the buttons at the right time using the controller and stuff to beat the song and stuff. You have a ranking here in the songs on cool, good, bad, or awful. You start off on good, and you must beat the song with good or cool. Anything below that, you must repeat the song over again. The only way you can get in the cool mode is if you beat the song once before. And when you get in the cool mode, it's a freestyle mode. You can hit any button you want, and it's a free-for-all rap thing. It's almost like making up your own song and stuff. And I have to say that this is really cool, because I never really got the cool mode that much. I did not know how to get the cool mode, but To get the cool mode exactly, you must get enough points by pressing the button repeatedly or so, or at the right time and getting enough points to like and getting the cool mode. If I'm not making any sense, I apologize. It's the best I can explain, but I'm not trying to spoil it here. You have 6 stages in the game, and then after you get a cool mode on all of them, you get this little bonus movie and stuff. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. Now the gameplay is very simple and a lot of fun, but I do have a couple problems here. And my main complaint about this game is the timing. You have to hit the buttons on the normal mode at the exact right time. If you're half a second too early or half a second too late or so, it won't count and you'll get points deducted and your rating will go down. It is kind of a problem because it's like the game expects you to be super perfect with your timing, and it can be very frustrating and stuff, and you'll have to repeat the song over and over again. And that's another problem I got with too. When you pause the game, you have no choice of resuming the song from where you left off. You have to you either have to click yes to continue to the beginning of the song, or click no to go back to the main menu. I'm not sure why they did this, because like I really don't see why you couldn't have a resume option that instead of like starting over, because it's just kind of frustrating and stuff. And like I said, there are 6 stages in the game, and while there's a big variety to the stages, they're a lot of fun, there's only 6 stages, and that's it. And the bonusness little movie and stuff like that is kind of funny, but like, it's really not worth it stuff like that. Like, once you beat the songs twice, you're pretty much done. It's like no replay value. There's not much replay value to it whatsoever. I mean, sure, there'll be people who will replay to get a higher score and stuff like that, but like big gamers stuff like that who try to play a lot of games and stuff and give them chances are gonna be kind of disappointed with there's not much replay value to it, only 6 songs and stuff. But that's pretty much all I gotta say here. I mean, it's a fun rhythm-based game, but I do gotta take some points off for it. I mean, I do enjoy the fact that a music game with some cool rap songs and stuff that is fitted into a home console game, and being 1997, there are not many of these games on home consoles and stuff. I mean, I know there was none on the Nintendo 64 from what I know of, and I'm not sure about the Sega Saturn and stuff, but the PlayStation here, this was definitely started my love for the rhythm-based genre and stuff. So my final rating goes like this. Parappa The Rapper is a fun rhythm-based genre game, and definitely one of the first home-based rhythm-based genre games that was ever created and made and stuff. I should also mention that there was also a PSP version, and they also had a remastered version on the PS4. And I have played the PS4 version, but I will not buy it because I already have the PS1 version and stuff. I mean, my PS1 version here is still in great shape and works really well and stuff. So I really see no need to get the PS4 version. I mean, if you want to see the remastered graphics and stuff like that, go right ahead. But I have heard that the timing issue is still there. And I also got to mention that there's also an easy mode too and stuff. But you only get to play three stages, and that's basically it. So you want to see the full game, you gotta play the normal mode. So my final rank goes like this. Parappa The Rapper is a great game that isn't perfect because of the problems I mentioned, but it's still a fun must-buy game. If you can find this game for the PlayStation, it's not that expensive, like $15-20, so it's definitely worth it. I won't be giving this game a perfect 10 because like I said, the things I mentioned, the problems, but it's still a fun game, so I'll give it probably an 8 out of 10. Perfect rating. I mean, it may seem a little harsh, but I had to take some points off of that. That's it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will cover the very first game I got in the series. I'm Jammer Lammy, and this was also the very last game I ever got on the year 1999. I got it on New Year's Eve. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Peace out, everybody.